Jon Stewart, the sharp-witted comedian and political commentator who defined an entire era of late-night television, shocked fans when he suddenly walked away from The Daily Show. For over 16 years, Stewart had been the heart and soul of the satirical news program, turning it into a cultural phenomenon that shaped how millions viewed politics and current events. But at 61, his departure wasn't just a career decision. It was a deeply personal choice, driven by exhaustion, frustration, and a growing desire for truth beyond the noise of television. Behind the laughter and quick one-liners, Jon Stewart carried an enormous weight. Night after night, he dissected the chaos of politics and media, using humor to expose hypocrisy and corruption. Fans saw a comedian. Insiders saw a man who cared deeply about the truth. Over time, that commitment began to take a toll. The constant grind of researching, writing, and performing 5 nights a week left Stewart emotionally and mentally drained. As the political climate grew more toxic, it became increasingly difficult for him to balance satire with sincerity. Those close to Stewart say his decision to leave wasn't made overnight. He had been contemplating it for years, wondering whether he could continue in a role that demanded so much of his time, energy, and heart. He once admitted in an interview that he felt like he was living in a constant state of outrage, a feeling that began to affect his personal life. He wanted to reconnect with his family, his health, and his peace of mind, things fame and success had slowly taken away. But there was also a breaking point. According to sources, a particularly disheartening episode, one that made him realize how little real change his satire could inspire, finally convinced him it was time to step away. The realization that humor could highlight problems, but not always fix them, weighed heavily on him. Stewart had always believed that comedy could spark awareness and compassion. But watching society grow more divided despite years of effort left him questioning the value of staying in the same cycle. When Stewart announced his departure, it sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Fans, colleagues, and even political figures expressed sadness and admiration, recognizing the void his absence would create. But for Stewart, the decision was liberating. He was stepping away not out of defeat, but out of self-preservation, choosing his own well-being over the relentless machine of late-night television. After leaving The Daily Show, Stewart embraced a quieter life, focusing on causes that truly mattered to him. He devoted himself to activism, especially advocating for 9/11 first responders and veterans, and spent more time with his wife and children on their New Jersey farm. Away from the cameras, he found a sense of calm and authenticity that had long eluded him. Though fans missed his nightly brilliance, they understood. Jon Stewart had earned his peace. Even now, his legacy continues to inspire a new generation of comedians and truth-tellers. He proved that comedy could be more than entertainment. It could be a form of resistance, empathy, and truth. His exit from The Daily Show wasn't an end, but a transformation. Stewart traded the studio lights for something more meaningful, a life guided by purpose, not performance. In the end, Jon Stewart's decision to walk away at 61 reminds us that even the most passionate voices sometimes need silence to stay true to themselves. His departure may have left fans heartbroken, but it also showed that strength isn't just about speaking out. Sometimes it's about knowing when to finally step back.